Hello everyone. So I thought I'd make a video about positive projection because so many times we hear about projection and we think it's always about the negative and what in me is being activated that I need to look at, that needs to be healed, loved, appreciated, acknowledged, all those things. And it's great to acknowledge that. Don't deny that. But this same token, there's a thing called positive projection, meaning what we either get jealous of in another person or we're inspired by or whatever. There's something inside of us that's being activated that we're seeing out there. And it's such a beautiful thing. I did a whole project around that, and there's this beautiful, you guys don't know, I'm totally in love with Jennifer Nettles, and she's just an amazing, talented, beautiful soul. And I remember the first time I saw her, on TV. It was really weird. I was sitting in my condo and I don't watch TV, but I was having a really hard day, kind of just with all the lights out, kind of going through the emotions of what I was feeling and just allowing them to be there. And all of a sudden, I heard Spirit say, "Turn the TV on." I'm like, that's weird. Turn the TV on. Our intuition doesn't make sense, by the way. I always suggest following it. I turn it on and I see her singing. I was just like, something inside of me lit up, like big time. Like if any of you guys know me and how I feel about her, it's just amazing. And as I went through this project, this thing with positive projection, I realized there was a lot of qualities that I loved about her that I was suppressing in myself, and I used her to see more of myself. And a lot of people say, "Oh, you're in love with yourself, you look like her," or whatever. And I see that and I don't see that. What I acknowledge is the essence of her and the beauty of her and the ways that she moves and she dances and things like that. It's so funny because we have some of the similar moves, and I started really embracing those parts of myself more and more. And I invite you to do the same. If there's somebody out there who totally inspires you, or even someone that you're jealous of, there's something in you that's being activated. Instead of doing judgment, I would come back and just do some writing. What qualities do I like about this person? What are they showing me that I'm denying in myself because I'm not allowing myself to do that because of find out those becauses are limiting beliefs. Those becauses are things that happen to us when we were little and we bought into some misunderstanding that it's either not okay for us to shine, it's not okay for us to make a lot of money. It's like all those things, but that's not true, because you are meant to shine. You're a beautiful expression of the divine. You are made to shine in your unique way. Now, if you see somebody, you're not trying to be like them. Understand this: a positive projection is not them, it's the qualities they exude. Maybe it's what they're doing, but you're going to bring it forth in your unique way. There's tons of coaches out there, there's tons of healers out there, there's tons of people doing what you're called to do or what brings you joy or whatever. But nobody could do it the way you do it. The world will be missing out if you don't allow your gifts to shine through. And this isn't about pressuring you. It's about loving you. It's about honoring you. It's about taking that time to see, hey, what in me wants to be expressed, but for whatever reason I'm holding back. And work with that part of you. Hold that part of you. Love that part of you. Compassion. Ask it what it needs to really be free. Because we're not free as long as we're living in protected mode. We're not free as long as we're suppressing our natural creativity and our natural expression and our authenticity. And a lot of people talk about authenticity, but authenticity is also sharing our weirdness. Authenticity is sharing the parts of us that we suppress, that we don't think will be accepted by others. Authenticity is being true and honest with our feelings. Whether we're having a good day or a bad day, it doesn't matter. Authenticity is bringing forth or bringing to the surface our shame and loving that part of us, and even sharing about the things that we feel shame about. If you share about it, I guarantee there'll be other people that can relate, because we all do. Many people just don't share about it. And, we all have fears. We all have these insecurities. And to try to deny that and try to say, oh, I shouldn't have those, it's just ridiculous, because it's part of the human experience. It's okay. It's okay to have any feeling that you're having. It's okay to be however you're being right now. I know, so share your gifts, but wherever you're at right now is perfect for you on your journey. I would take some time to listen to your heart, ask your heart what it wants and needs in order to be happy and free. It might not be shining your light, and it could be behind the scenes. It doesn't matter. I would encourage you to honor yourself, though. Find out what that is and make sure you're not running from that part of you because of fear. And really acknowledge it. Say, hey, you know what? If I feel better behind the scenes, great, do that. I have a friend who's a movie producer, and he hates the fame. He doesn't even put his name on the movies. He just does it because he loves it. He doesn't do it for the kudos. He doesn't do it for the awards or anything. He just does it because he loves it, and it's in his blood. It's like what he has to do. And I encourage you to find that part of you too, and acknowledge it. And because this is really where we find true fulfillment. A lot of people want to find their purpose, want to find their soul's calling, you'll find it by going within and finding your truth and expressing from that place. We're not going to find it from our conditioning. We're not going to find it from reading a book. We're not going to find it from following a spiritual teacher. We're going to find it first by moving through our conditioning, questioning everything that we were taught along the way. I've done that, and I totally feel so free today. It was hard at the beginning to go against the grain of my family and their beliefs and everything that I was taught along my journey. And I can only tell you, speaking from my own personal experience, and what I love about life is being able to express who I am inside, and that is like, I can't even tell you, it's like the biggest gift that I've given to myself. And I invite you to give yourself that gift, to get to know who you are, because who you are is amazing. Even with your wounds and scars, you're amazing. Even if you haven't healed all of them, which we that's kind of an impossible thing. I always say, just love every part of you, even if they're still carrying hurt and pain and all that, because that's how we transform that energy. We don't transform that energy by being mad at ourselves. We don't transform that energy by doing blame or shame or any of that, because that's all energy that keeps it stuck inside. We want to be free. At least I do, and I am, and I can only tell you the difference. It's night and day, from struggling, from hating myself, from hating being here, from hating everyone, from everything, to moving into the loving and feeling more peace, love, joy, and happiness. And sure, I get sad, and sure, I get angry, and sure, I have frustration, and sure, I have all those feelings too. It's a range of emotions. Emotion, they say, whoever they is, can't stay in your body for more than 60 seconds. But if you entertain it over and over and over again, it becomes an automatic response, meaning a conditioned response. And for me, breaking free from depression and anxiety and all those things was challenging, because my body kept calling me back. I would get happy, and the happy wasn't familiar yet, so my body would call me back. And I did that dance for a long time, and slowly but slowly I became more happy. And sadness comes up, but I'm more in the happy than in the sadness. Get it? All range of emotions are okay, and it takes loving ourselves through whatever we're having to actually have inner peace with no matter what we're feeling. When we get to the point where we can embrace the good, bad, right, wrong, the light and the dark equally, we've mastered the lessons that we came here to learn on our life journey, and we'll be able to move more easily and more freely and express ourselves more naturally. So I hope this video inspired you in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 ways or another. I know you can do this if you choose. I believe in you, and I love you.